So Wednesday the 26th, it's around 2 p.m. The budget has been announced. I've watched the event on the Guardian live site. About 2 hours earlier, I saw the debacle with the OBR, sort of pre-releasing the budget. I really can't understand how that even happened. But this is the budget. Everyone, particularly Labour supporters and Labour, are saying that this is going to be the one that fixes the squeeze. So, does it actually change anything for people that are on the front line? I want to cut through the spin. So basically, they're promising £150 back to households and a minimum wage boost, which all sounds very good and well. But if tax thresholds stay frozen, and they are meant to now stay frozen until 2029 and, in fact, beyond, and if inflation is still high, are we actually celebrating the right bits? So, here in a nutshell is what the budget actually means for your wallet. So, what the government has handed out, the Chancellor's package, includes targeted cost of living measures and a rise in the national minimum or national living wage. It's intended to put more cash into low paid workers' pockets from next April. The headline, I guess, is that help isn't limitless. While the government says households are going to get around £150 in direct savings through energy related measures, that kind of headline help is modest compared to ongoing inflation and the constant rise in the costs of living. And especially when we were meant to get a saving of £300 through energy related measures only a year ago. And we actually ended up with a £60 increase in energy costs. So it does feel like it's not very much and it's also too late. There is a counterweight to this. So the budget freezes income tax and national insurance thresholds for multiple years. So that means that as wages very slowly rise, more pay becomes taxable. And also, it means that people can be pushed into higher effective tax bands and increased tax bills over time. So, in the big picture context, the OBR now forecasts inflation to stay higher for longer than previously predicted. Inflation that erodes those nominal wage gains, inflation that erodes any interest that you get on savings, inflation that devalues the value of your money over time. And that's the economic backdrop that we're now looking at. So imagine a single parent working full time on the new minimum wage. Yes, the hourly rate has risen. But between frozen thresholds and the rising price of everything else, whether it's food, utilities, housing, transport, whatever it might be, the net boost to their household may be absolutely tiny. And yet they're also giving up 40 hours or more even of their life each week for this. And that's the paradox here. Does this mean that, actually working people now feel like they're getting a good deal? Does it make just basically sat on your arse and claiming off the welfare state with your two kids the more appealing and more sensible option in terms of how your time is spent and having your time back, which is your most valuable asset? It just seems that the budget, it does take some steps on paper in the right direction. Okay, I can't shoot it down entirely. It does mean that low paid workers are going to get more per hour. And for the very few, there are small amounts of help that exist. But it's a patchwork fix. This isn't a reset for millions of people, and it is millions of people who still face rising monthly bills and stagnated real incomes. If the state can give small targeted relief and still end up freezing tax thresholds that slowly bite into your pay, what does that help even mean? It's, I guess you'd call it incrementalism. And when whole communities are squeezed, is this a budget that we should be happy with or even accept? And is this the budget that the Chancellor wanted to deliver, or is this the one that she felt she had to deliver, in terms of fearing maybe an uprising from, completely breaking the manifesto pledge that they made that got them into power? Um, I wonder. So tell me below, do you feel that this budget actually helps you, or does it just paper over deeper problems? Drop it in the comments. Really keen to find out. YouTube is going to pop another video somewhere around there. Like, follow, subscribe, ring the bell, all that jazz. Probably another video tomorrow. Goldman, peace out.